Billin, Uptown Murf.
Top Billin.
Pulled it up at the perfect time for him, but we got to talk about Chop Robbie. Your man Chop Robinson has all the talent in the world to be a top 10 pick in the draft, and he's starting to heat up as well. Look at this arm under move. Look at him run the loop. Oh my goodness. Oh Jesus. Bang. Fertilized the quarterback, running that loop with an arm under, which had a better angle at this, a better replay angle from start to finish there. But you can see him change elevations. He starts out low, right? Changing that elevation. Starts out high, He starts out high, changes the elevation, going low on that loop right there. Look at the dexterity, the flexibility right there. Now look at that, the ability to widen it out on these crossover steps right there. The bendability, man, I'm telling you right now, Chop Robinson start heating up very much like
Top Billin to ya. All right, y'all. Bear with your boy. I'm on the road here. I don't have my regular studio equipment, but I had to talk to the people because I saw this and it is blowing my mind. So the Seattle Seahawks had your man Chop Robinson, my boy from them Penn State Nittany Lions, in for one of those favorite 30 visits. Yeah, Chop Robinson is that dude. No doubt about that. I think Chop Robinson's going to be a lot better as far as being a get-home pass rusher in the NFL than he was first at Maryland, and then with the Penn State Nittany Lions there. Chop Robinson is my man. But listen, I don't understand the Seattle Seahawks fans and the Seattle Seahawks. We're just gonna keep this to the fans, right? We don't know what NFL teams will do. Never will profess to know that there. But as far as the fans want and needs, you guys be killing me with this. You guys have an edge fetish. An edge fetish, right? Chop Robinson, this is one of the dudes that people have asked me about. You have people asking me about Hassan Reddick when the Eagles wanting to trade him. You have people just asking me about edge players in general. And I see right here, as far as the Seahawks, Seahawks.com, they're mentioning different edges like Latu with the 16th pick. In this one right here, they talked about trading down and getting Chop Robinson. You even had Jared Verse from Florida State. Both of those dudes are nasty. Turner and Latu there. Definitely some really great edge players. But listen, do you need another edge player at pick 16? Now let's run through this right here. For the past couple of years, right, the past couple of drafts, the Seattle Seahawks have drafted multiple edge players in the second round. First and foremost, Boye Mafe. Was he not everything that I said he would be? I said that he was going to be the breakout candidate for the Seattle Seahawks defense, and he was every bit of that. He is certified, in my opinion. Too good a player, right? We're talking about white collar and blue collar moves. He can get after it in a regular pass set, and of course, he's going to continue to work at it. Very much so like a Uchenna Nwosu, right? So this is one of those guys that, if healthy, I don't see why the Seattle Seahawks would not bring him back, especially in a defense like Mike McDonald's, which is a 34 defense. So these guys were drafted, well, not the last couple of guys, but Uchenna Nwosu bringing in, those were guys who were brought in to help establish a 34 defense. Now you have those guys, Boye Mafe, Uchenna Nwosu, and then you go out last draft and get Derek Hall. Yep. So now I'm seeing a lot of you guys turning on Derek Hall already. That's why people are talking about guys like Jared Verse and all this. Now people are going to say, well, Murf, you can never have too much depth. You can definitely have too much depth, bro, if it comes at the cost of you having a complete team. That's with anything, even in life. Too much of one thing does not allow you to broaden your horizon. So think about it that way there. No doubt about that. They're going to need some depth, but why not get that in the later rounds? I do not understand why you would want to go out and get with the 16th pick when you still, to me, a little bit iffy on the inside on both lines of scrimmage, which should be the most important thing. We know the Seattle Seahawks have a dynamic offensive group. They have one that, if interior offensive line play is good, they are going to be hell on wheels. Top 5 offense, in my opinion, if they can get that offensive line together in the interior and make sure that those guys on the exterior are back up to snuff. That's where the pick should go, in my opinion, there. And if not there, it should be on the interior defensive line. Leo Williams, Jaron Reed. Don't know how Cam Young fits in a Mike McDonald defense. Those other two dudes fit in any defense, though. But if you went out and got a cat, like I said before, like a Johnny Newton or somebody like that, you can have one of those rotations that makes it feasible for those guys on the back end to be even better than you think they'll be. And same deal with the guys on the second level there that you got in there. But another edge player, where would they slot in? Are you totally giving up on Derek Carr? That's what it seems like, right? So people were fighting me about Derek Carr last year, talking about some, oh man, you know what I'm saying? You don't know what you're talking about and all this and that. When I didn't give him a favorable analysis after the draft. Remember when I did that? Love McIntosh pick. I like the Charbonnet pick. I really love the Olu Olawatimi pick as well, as much as that McIntosh pick. And, of course, Jackson Smith and Jigba. Y'all guys know that I wanted that man to be on my squad. So, you know I love that pick right there. But not a fan of the Derek Carr pick. I saw a lot of the things that, to me, that cropped up in his rookie season, but it was just his rookie season. He can get better, right? At least that's what you guys were saying. Y'all guys were saying that he was the truth anyway. He was the captain at Auburn and all this and that. You had people talking about some, we didn't see enough from Boye Mafe and this. And I'm like, wasn't Boye Mafe the captain in Minnesota? Like, what does that have to do with anything? We're talking about the NFL. Boye Mafe is going to be that dude. Derek Carr, not so sure, but he can improve. But regardless or not, he still was drafted. That's multiple years of drafting an edge player. How are you going to go and get another one and have him slot in correctly? At that particular pick, he would have to be a starter. Are you going to start him over Uchenna Nwosu if he's there? Are you totally going to kick Derek Carr to the curb? Doesn't make sense, man, right? You guys were hot on that man. Now you're trying to write Derek Carr off for taxes. He's a tax write-off. Now, you guys be turning on guys quickly, man. What's going on out there? Wait, before I get out of here, I totally forgot about Levi Bell. I'm pretty sure a lot of you forgot about Levi Bell as well. Remember, he was the star of the preseason, in my opinion, and I did that video about how he looked way better than me than Derek Carr did in the preseason. He got after it. I don't see how, if everything was neutral, and I think I remember in that video I said something about, obviously you're going to play your second-round pick, and an undrafted free agent is not going to get slotted over him, no doubt about that. But if you don't have any ties to those guys, which of course John Schneider does, right? He does have ties to any of these guys that's on the roster. It's his roster. But someone like Mike McDonald, if he was to get a hold of a guy like Levi Bell and see the type of things that he did, I'm pretty sure he's aware of it. I'm not so sure Levi Bell's not more talented than Derek Carr. Matter of fact, I think it's even as far as talent goes. Sometimes you're just as good as your, how would I say this? You're only as good as your marketing. That's all it is, right? It doesn't mean that somebody else is better than you. Somebody may be more successful than you in an arena. They're just probably marketed better. It happens all the time, man. Levi Bell is that dude. Y'all remember Levi Bell? Man, I wish I was on my regular equipment so I could show some of that, some of the footage from him from last year. As a matter of fact, I'm going to attach that video of Levi Bell here at the end in one of those end cards. And let me know what you think about Levi Bell in his ability to be one of those guys in the rotation. And should the Seattle Seahawks go after an edge player with its first pick? Let me know. All right, your boy, Jersey Murf, is always checking in. Much love to everybody out there supporting. Make sure you tip your waiter, baby. You know I'll be serving that hibachi. Much love to all my top billing villains. All right, salute.